the shoes. So I'm here with my plan. I gotta let him hear who I am. I wanna show you now's our time. Today is my day to make you say dang, 'cause I'm getting my way.
What's up, sports fans? This week on the Rock Report, we dive in headfirst to all things sports. Today, my guest is Kyle Lutz, live from Phoenix. So let's get started with our first topic. Kyle, what we got?
All right, men's basketball, we won 59-54. A.J. Lawton had a big game with 24 points, and Wade also had 18 points. Their record is now 6-6. They will play Harrison tomorrow, so everyone show up. In women's basketball, they lost a tough-fought game to Brownsburg, 48-42. Their record is now 10-7. Their next matchup is McCutcheon next Saturday, which they are 14-3, so that'll be a tough home game.
All right, so now we're on to Student Impact. It was Grant Plummer's team defeating Joe Brinker's team by 24 in our game of the week. Blue was up by 20 at half. They pretty much dominated, to be honest, down low. It was basically a true mismatch. Joe's team had a lot of big guys. They tried to shoot the three, but Joe only pitched in 6 points behind the three line, while Anthony Zuniga and Caleb Cartmel had about 30 points together, so that was the ultimate difference. All right, let's show my interview of Plummer and Bryce Newman, my two players of the game. We are here with the player of the game, blue versus green, and we have Grant Plummer, a total whopping 4 points. What was the key to the game beating green?
It was actually this guy right here. Get over here, Bryce. He was the key to our victory today.
Yeah, Bryce had 1 point, but he was a disher. He had like 400 assists. So you guys were up by 20 at half. What was your attitude going in the second half? Come on.
Winning.
Don't blow it.
Don't blow it.
Winning.
Good. I see you guys dishing out to Derek Smith. He's your playmaker.
Yeah, Derek's a great player.
And Anthony Zuniga had 14 points. So
Yeah,
Not as good as one.
pretty good. Pretty good.
kind of tall.
Close.
All right, well, congratulations on your win. And our next week's game is between Keelan Mullins-Zugelder's team and Austin Burmeister's team. So if you're on that team, be ready for a great game and play your hearts out. So now we're on to swimming. For swimming, the end of the season is upon us, and I talked to Nate Hopkins, Edgar Garcia, and Emily Moe about their attitudes entering sectionals. So let's check that out. All right, so I'm here with Emily Moe on the women's varsity swim team. How have you done individually this year?
I've had a pretty good season, swimming the same events, and we're just really, it's good.
Everything's flowing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so how has the women's varsity team as a whole done?
Our team is really strong this year. We've got a lot of depth and a strong freshman class, so that's always fun. And Kayla, senior, doing awesome this year. And my sister Erin is a junior, and she decided to swim. She's amazing. So,
Well, yeah, that's great. So I'm here with two men from the swim team, Nate Hopkins and Edgar Garcia. Nate, how have you done this season so far individually?
Well, I've really kind of had some high expectations going into the season, especially after last year's state. But so far, I'd say I'm living up to those high expectations. I mean, I'm not done yet, but I still got a lot to look forward to and want to accomplish.
Oh, yeah. So how have you guys done as a team? What is your opinion on the whole team?
I think this has definitely been one of our best seasons we've had in at least the 4 years I've been around. We've got a lot more depth than we've had in the past few years. We got a couple really good freshmen.
Oh, yeah.
Some good juniors that are really stepping up this year, and a really strong senior class.
Well, yeah. It looks like we're poised for a great season to end. So, Edgar, what's our next meet?
Our next meet's against Carmel, and it's gonna be home, and we're gonna rock the block.
Rock
For
the
sure,
block.
yeah.
All right. So is that next Tuesday? Is that Tuesday?
Yeah, it's next Tuesday.
All right. So next Tuesday, be there, support our Rocks against Carmel.
Yeah.
All right, on to wrestling. They had a dual meet win last week against Hamilton Heights, 56-19. Get used to these names, folks. AJ Bellin, Jacob Sandburn, Dylan Eldred, constantly in the headlines, and our seniors, Dan Wolschlager and Drake Gunning.
All right, so now we're on to Indiana Now, a new segment. We're basically, Kyle, I want your opinion on this. A lot of things in the news about who should be the next starting quarterback for the Colts. Is it Andrew Luck or is it Peyton Manning? We have Irsay coming out and say they'll draft Andrew Luck. We have Polian brothers getting fired, Caldwell fired, 8 assistants fired, including Mr. Murphy's father, who actually retired. ESPN says Peyton's feeling like he's stepping on eggshells. What do you think's their future, Kyle?
I think they may keep Peyton Manning around, but I think Andrew Luck will be definitely seeing some playing time next year for the Colts.
You know, I kind of disagree. I think Peyton's probably headed to a place that needs a quarterback like a Minnesota, a Arizona, or a Miami. So look out for that.
All right.
So what we got next, Kyle?
Gunnar Kiel committed to Notre Dame. He first committed to IU, then he was headed to LSU, and now he is officially going to Notre Dame.
Yeah, Kyle, the interesting thing on that is he committed to IU because I think they had a coach there that was pretty much like known for putting quarterbacks in the NFL. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to IU. And then something happened, and he's like, all right, wow, LSU's doing really well. I want to commit to LSU.
Yeah.
And the rumor is that when he committed to LSU, he's packing his bags, and he's like, you know what? Baton Rouge is a little far away, and Fort Wayne, South Bend area is a little closer to where I'm at, so he committed to Notre Dame. So who knows? He could probably end up at UL Lafayette just playing in the Sun Belt Conference or something like that. I don't know. So look out for that storyline. All right, so now we're going to do a local college basketball analysis. And so we're basically going to talk about IU, Purdue, Butler, and Notre Dame. Kyle, how's IU doing?
They are currently 16-4 on the season and 3-2 against ranked teams. They beat Penn State last Sunday, 73-54, pretty big win, and they are 7th in the conference, and they play Wisconsin tonight.
All right, solid. So now we got Purdue, 14-6, 0-3 against ranked teams right now. They lost to Michigan State, 83-58. Next game is against Northwestern this Saturday.
All right, Butler is 12-9 right now and 0-2 against ranked teams, coming off a win against Loyola, 63-57. They play Milwaukee tonight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great game. Notre Dame, 12-8, right now 3-4 against ranked teams this year, coming off a huge upset of number 1 ranked Syracuse, winning by 9 points, 67-58. And this Sunday they play number 1.
Number 11. Number 11.
Yeah, I should just be able to start. That should be fine.
Yeah.
And in Notre Dame news, they are 12-8, 3-4 against ranked teams this year, coming off a huge upset of the number 1 team, Syracuse, winning by 9 points, 67-58. This Sunday, they play the number 11 team, UConn Huskies.
And here's our sports video of the week. I've never seen anything quite like this.
Oh. That's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner! Oh! Yes, sir! Boy!
You know, Kyle, I don't think I've ever had the ability or money to have a roller coaster in my backyard, but I'm, to say the least, impressed at what just I saw. You know,
Very impressive.
All right, so our sports question of the week. Emily Hansen was the sports IQ champ this week with the right answer of the Yankees with 27 titles. So our reward is actually going to be a prize instead of 10 seconds. So Emily, come see A Strike after this. So to claim your prize. And so this week our question is, what is the name of the kicker of the Ravens who missed a game-tying field goal against the Patriots last Sunday? Tweet us in, WHS_RockTV. First one to answer gets a prize. For Kyle Lutz, I'm Ryan Monson. Thanks for watching and have a great day.